You must speak to them. Just for a moment, just so they can see you. So they know what you've done. So they know you're alive.
His watch and a letter.
My lords, ladies and gentlemen, I know that I speak for each and every one of us in this hall tonight. For the citizens of Melbourne, the people of Victoria, indeed, for all the colonies of Australia, when I say to you, well done, sir. You honor us all.
Excuse us. Yeah, excuse us.
Mr. John King, it gives me great pleasure to present you, on behalf of the Royal Geographic Society of London and His Grace the Duke of Newcastle, with this watch. There's an inscription here. In testimony of your meritorious conduct during the late Victorian exploring expedition under the lamented Mr. Burke and Mr. Wills.
Laddie, I've written some words. You read them. This should be interesting.
It doesn't look well.
Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it affords me much grateful satisfaction to receive this watch in recognition of my services during the late Victorian exploring expedition. In these particulars, Your Excellencies, I simply did my duty.
Here.
He looks really rough.
Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it affords me much grateful satisfaction to receive this watch.
Good on you, mate! Good on you, Johnny! Good on you, Johnny.
They fought. You see, in the end, there was a fight. The last of the camels had died on the way to Baker's station at Mount Hopeless. Raja. The blacks took a cloth. It were only an old oilcloth.
The swine attacked me!
Why? Why?
How do I know why? They're savages, they didn't tell me. You can't trust them an inch.
Savages?
They are lazy, dangerous.
Are you mad?
Stupid.
Completely mad. They may be savages, Mr. Burke, but they've been living here for God knows how many thousands of years. How do you think we're going to do without them?
They stole an oilcloth.
An oilcloth?
They attacked me.
An oilcloth? God, you've given us all for an oilcloth? Good God, Mr. Burke, can you ever get anything right?
Whoa! You'll thank me for that. When you've regained your senses, you'll thank me.
And when I am dead, for we shall die, Mr. Burke, who shall I thank then?
Who shall I thank then? Who shall I thank then? Mr. Wills and I went out collecting nardoo every day. And Mr. Burke stayed back at camp, grinding sufficient for our evening meal. It's terrible hard work. We did well if we could collect a bag apiece each day. Mr. Wills called it the staff of life. But you can't live on it. You can't digest it. You shit more than you eat.
Come on, lad.
Leave him alone!
It's all right.
I've written a letter to my father. And this is his watch.
Very well, then. But remember, I have your word. And I know an Englishman never breaks his word.
Even an Englishman is mortal. We did well, didn't we, Mr. Burke? We got there.
We did. And they'll never take that away from us.
No.
Never. Oh, they'll do it again. They'll do it faster. They'll build roads They'll run the telegraph clear across the centre. But we got there first. They'll never change that. We were first. We wrote the bloody map.
We wrote the bloody map. Charlie Gray died laughing. He asked me to tell you that. Tell him I died laughing, Johnny. That's what he used to say. We wept the day Charlie died. We all did. We all loved Charlie. But it was Mr. Burke that dug his grave. It took him all day. If we hadn't have buried Charlie, if we'd have left him lying there, we'd have been back at the Coopers on time. But Mr. Burke insisted. We'll give him a Christian burial, he said. Oh, sure, he did things the wrong way about, but he did them his way.
Oh, there's worse things in life than dying, John. Fetch me my gun. Put my gun in my hand.
I did it, Jean. First white man to do it.
It was the blacks, you see. It was the blacks that saved me. Mr. Burke never really understood the blacks. We'll cut it fine, he used to say. We'll cut it fine, Johnny. And he did that. But he got to the Gulf. And he got there first. He led us all the way. And Mr. Wills was one step behind. All the way. Oh, we were proud to follow. They did their part. And theirs was the hard part. If some of you had done your part, they'd be standing here now. And then you'd have seen a show. We'll give 'em a show, Johnny. That's what Mr. Burke used to say. We'll give 'em a show, Johnny.
Show, Johnny.
We'll give 'em their
We'll
money's
give them
worth.
their money's worth.
We'll give them
We'll
something
give
to
them
shout
something
about.
to shout about. Ha! We'll give them a show they'll never forget.